I can't remember who did it, but it's not the first time that we've had it here in the LCK Cup.
Maybe it was T1? I don't remember 100%, I'll be honest. But we definitely have seen it, you are right.
Oh, the Akali. You're a Vikla, baby. All right.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the Akali be really strong, but it's going to be a lane where you don't really have prio. At bot lane, I feel like you're just struggling early in mid and bot in terms of prio, and you can get bullied out a little bit. And also, I feel like you go second pick, and you go for this last pick Akali, and you kind of deny your top lane of the counter pick. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think if you go on the second pick, and in that situation when you know the mid champion on the opposite side, I think you'd be far better off giving your top lane a counter pick, is my personal opinion of it, and ensuring Claire has like a favorable matchup over Keen.
I just don't think you're nearly Vikla biased enough. That's what one win for BNK FEARX, and then they don't need to worry about it further. Let's get onto the Rift here for game one. All right, calm down, Vikla.
We just saw this, by the way. This exact same play, exact same position.
Different champions, though. The Rise did better.
Yeah, but it was the same situation if Vikla just walked up in that brush and
shots anymore.
Yeah, this is risky because those health bars are low.
Yeah. Let's see whether the Raptor can actually tank this one up and get out. As there's a Valkyrie, it is going to work out very, very nicely here. As Ruler likely to go down first. First blood does go over to Diablo. And Ruler is dead. Canyon makes his way in. Is going to be able to take out the kill, but that does take... Oh, Vikla is in here as well. This is dangerous. Canyon taking a little bit of damage, but Diablo...
Oh, so low.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried. He's very much trusting his barrier that he has available here. Is Canyon, will he go for a steal? Oh my God! Okay, that's not allowed. It was down to 30 health.
Yeah,
yeah, Raptor didn't have smite.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when you're playing Pantheon,
yeah,
you have the execute in your queue, so... Oh, he's caught out now.
Oh dear, this is all bad news here for Raptors. Even Duro's making his way up. Vikla finding an angle though. Perfect execution comes down as Canyon's in trouble. Doesn't quite find enough damage, but there's the wild growth, and it will be Canyon falling down. Flash to get Vikla out of the way, and he also has the Whimsy shield, so the Akali on the board.
They were really not happy about him stealing away the dragon, so Vikla made him hit a rocket as well with Mandate. And the Tycho is busting, and it's like, okay.
And he's got Trinity Force as well.
40% of your health. Yeah, it's full burst.
It's a massive advantage. It's okay. In goes Vikla, looks for the angle. There is the backflip and the solo bolo. It's the year of Vikla. It's confirmed.
It's his year. Solo killing Chovy.
Oh my God, okay. And now BNK looking for another one. The flash forward, the wild growth, as Diablo will take down the Corki. Duro's dead as well, and Raptor was just there to watch.
Yeah, Vikla, it's the
for the 2v2 kills. Unfortunately, Ruler and Duro fall victim to it, but Vikla finding a solo kill against Chovy. That's not on very many bingo cards.
And you know, I was saying, normally for the Azir, losing the flash is more about the playmaking.
And this is the thing, like, if you do land that backflip, you either stay there, don't reactivate it, and kill the Azir anyway. That's the whole point. Canyon hadn't just thrown a flag at the first dragon.
Oh, Clear's low. He needs to recall, I feel, so he can get his TP in.
Well, Diablo have to deal with that. Drops a flag on him.
Maybe don't tank all that damage.
It's a little bit frightening, isn't it? As now Callan's kind of by himself, keen to move on forward. Could just flash on him, but Raptor, he comes on over. That is going to be the Drake to take him down. But now Keen is kind of by himself. The rest of GENG moving over. Teleport in from Vikla. They think that they found the crocodile. Let's see whether Vikla can actually get anything here. And the answer is no, not for the moment.
Mid tower up, it's really hard to see an angle. And the wave's just going to get cleared out before he even hits it. So the TP, I feel like maybe a bit overforced. And the problem is, right, they have Chovy here up against Clear. Look at Clear's inventory. I'm trying to answer the Azir. He keeps moving.
Well, Clear is now going to move on down. Let's see whether he can find the angle as there's the man drop. Canyon moves in, the all-out onto Chovy. He's taking so much damage, and down he will go. Canyon now finds himself in trouble as Keen gets closed in by the bottom lane. Ruler is in base. Duro's desperately trying to help out, but they've lost two already, and BNK fire back.
That's one way to answer the Azir. Just kill him, right?
He would have gone in. He would have definitely gone in.
I think the bubble was still on cooldown. Didn't throw it out. Keen going in on Clear, but he's all armor.
Yeah, Raptor is now moving down as well. Kellen in position, has the wild growth, uses it as the polymorph onto Ruler is there. Oh, the spear barely missing, but look at this! They're bobbing for apples underneath this inner turret. Ruler is just dead. Perfect execution comes forward. The turret finishes off Vikla, and Kellen is really dead. Keen is going to survive. That was a little comical in the end, but I'd say probably, you know, we'll call it a moot point.
Yeah, he really tried.
That's crazy. Surely they can't do that.
This is so risky. This is so risky. Raptor can get in the pit as well. He has ult.
Yeah. Well, Diablo is not quite there just yet, but he might be able to get there in time for the fight. As Canyon down to 50%, but the Baron is down to 5,000. All right, in comes the Pantheon. He dives on top, but the bubble is waiting for him, and Raptor is going to be eviscerated. The Aegis is not quite enough. Emperor's Divide hits the air, though, and now Vikla, it's his turn to start something. Diablo's shown up, though. They're trying to peel for him. Into the backline goes, oh my God! How dare you do it again, Canyon! Diablo is going to be able to kill him, but my goodness, they keep 3 Barons on the table and save the play.
He would not got the kill, but no, he just got with the flag. Yeah, just
flag.
Just hit.
Well, we've got an outer turret falling on the top side of the map in trade for this dragon. It's going to be second here for GENG. Should be the first.
I've never seen a 2-3-2 job and be so clutch.
Yeah. It was kind of like the 0-7 Pantheon from Sponge the other week.
Yeah.
B&K still have a decent advantage, but it's only 1,000 here at this stage of the game. Yeah, Raptor, oh no, he gets caught by Canyon. Does trade a fair bit of damage back, has to flash to get out of the Cataclysm. As now...
Wait, how'd you get out now?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just going to get knocked up by the Flag and Drag. Now looks to try and turn it because he knows there's no way out. And yeah, Raptor is all out of sorts. And I do not blame him after what has happened, as there's another wild growth to interrupt Chovy. But he doesn't use the Emperor's Divide, just has to wait for another Shifting Sands. And he will be able to make that play again before Kellen can respond.
But there's a crocodile in the brush.
That's always very scary. All right, now the Baron just going to help empower these siege minions to be problematic. Vikla is pretty scary, but man, this is just kind of like a freight train moving down the mid lane. My goodness, are GENG going to win this off the back of 2 flag steals?
It's looking like
so unfair.
It's just.
Oh no, Diablo is able to dash out of the way of Chovy here. Oh, the Arc of Ruin almost kills him. Has to flash to get out of the way. As Vikla dashing on top of Canyon now. Oh, okay. Where'd he go? Cuts him down where he stands. Now Raptor looking for the angle, dives on top of Ruler, but buffers the Valkyrie really nicely, and now spacing it out as best he can. The flash from Clear, but Ruler has already taken down the Pantheon. Diablo's also doing the same thing on the other side of the fight, though, and Ruler is dead. It's the kill going over to Vikla, and who else was going to save the day? Obviously, this man on the Akali, as GENG. Duro does have a little bit of redemption here that he's looking for. Some supportive combat is what he really wants, but Diablo is unfortunately an 80 carry, and so he has a fair bit more damage.
Beat him up.
Yep, there we go. Bubble not going to connect, so Duro, I think, may buy some time, but the Slurkle is able to slow him up. Okay. That's what the SL part of the Slurkle is about.
Yeah. Does buy a lot of time, allows everyone to really make a lot of sense.
There it is. All right, B&K now with control back in their hands, but not exactly a gold advantage, as oh my god, Vikla does so much damage. The stun not quite going to be enough here, as there is the Dominus. Perfect execution to get him out of there, but oh, the bubble! Connects onto Raptor, he goes down to the GA, there's the wild growth on the Canyon, he should be going down to his GA as well, but the Pantheon is going to be locked up, and GENG are going to be there to save their jungler. B&K gonna get slowed down on this push, as Chovy looking for a wrap around Vikla. Yeah, he tries to go into the mist and actually does get out of the way. Ruler is dead as well. Diablo and Diablo survives. Chovy is still there though at full health, and Keen has just teleported back in. Clear realizing that he just needs to make sure that everyone has a way out. The polymorph, the flash from Kellen, and the DPS. It's not going to be there. They wipe the floor with the 2 carries, and Chovy sacrifices his life for it. I'd probably say that that one's worth, as now Clear is still pretty deadly. Kellen just trying his very best to defend as he sidesteps the bubble, and now Clear looking to get on top of Duro. This could be the angle. Another shield, and he hits the cube. Duro goes down, and Keen will finally take out the top laner, and the polymorph just comes back off cooldown. I think Kellen wins this kite, by the way. I think he just stops him from walking. Oh, never mind. He closes the gap. But now Raptor moves in. There's the movement speed. Dominus is back off cooldown again, though.
Yeah, no
and yeah, I don't know whether Raptor wins this one. But Kellen is there. He's got another wild. Okay, this game is just silly.
You know.
Oh, man. Kellen actually front runner for POM. As, all right, in comes Raptor once again to take a bubble to the face. Barely. Oh my God, the all out. Okay, well, that's sushi for you.
I'm telling you one thing, right? Kellen is definitely, they don't have a support. But they have the redemption.
Oh no, Flagman's here. Flagman's here.
No. It can't happen again. It can't happen again.
Just reset it. Reset. Okay, Vikla goes in. Let's see whether they can kill Canyon. He connected the backflip, and they create the space. And Grand Starfall on cooldown. Raptor not going to be able to make his way in. Diablo hits level 16. They are going to be around to fight again. 9-2. So you would say that Vikla is probably having a good time this game.
Oh, Vikla, be very careful.
Oh, we are watching him have a very good time.
Does he need to be careful?
Oh, oh my God, he almost hits Ruler with it. Wants the perfect execution, but he's going to use it. Oh my, the rocket connects.
Yes.
And he would have been redeemed anyway, as they're winning the game on the other side.
Yeah. Well, I said he needed to be careful, but...
Wait, base race probably gets won by a double siege minion Baroned up lane.
Yeah, Baron's pretty good at sieging.
Yeah, and good old Corky is kind of good at destroying structures. They just have to run the whole way. Teleport in from Chovy. Wait, is the game just over? This is the stupidest way for this game to end.
There's no way. There's no way.
No, there is no way. They are not allowed to do it like this. All right, teleport comes in. It's going to be a 5v5 in the B&K base. Wait, make it a 4v5 as Vikla is up in another 20 seconds. B&K are making sure that Vikla is going to be as close as possible. Canyon is wrapping around for some reason. B&K need to try and stop this. There is the cue to bring them all back. The all-out brings Keen in. I'm not entirely sure about that decision. As Clear is absolutely gigantic. There's the knockup from Canyon as B&K's health bars are just being destroyed. And the massive crocodile is going to chop them all up. Down goes Ruler, but it's in trade for the Nexus as GENG steal away what is one of the most ridiculous games I've ever had the sheer pleasure of commentating. To make sense. I might even skip the space, so I know less. As Ruler still did 40,000 damage. I feel like they're just a little bit, they have too much health. I think you just died, don't you?
I mean, they are pretty short-ranged.
Yes.
I feel like this is very much, it's seen a lot of success in the LPL, seen a lot of success in
We've been saying that forever, though. We're in the LCK. It does not work here.
Well, Raptor's trying to shake. He's trying to prove this wrong, and we'll see.
It's the perfect week, okay? We need the perfect... B&K needs to win this game. How are they supposed to do it with a Kiana? Oh, my goodness. Okay, Rakan, I'm sorry about the bias, ladies and gentlemen, but I just really want the perfect week. All right, Rakan going to be locked in. Duro going to be able to help out with a lot of the engage here. The double circles on the top side of the map for GENG is going to be very scary. And then the Realm Warp to get Chovy into the fight if he needs to be there. I think B&K, certainly a lot of options, right? And if you do get Supreme Display of Talent as well as that Shockwave lined up, Solar Flare to then hold them in position, True Shot Barrage over the top. There's a lot of wombo combo for the B&K FEARX boys, but if you don't land all of that stuff, Kiana dies in 2 hits to anyone, and it can be really problematic.
Yeah, it's a little bit worrying.
Work in the past, though. Let's see whether it works this time around up against GENG in game number 2. Oh, top laners finding one another. Clear doing the most damage in the game thus far. Never mind. Diablo doing the most damage in the game thus far. Hang on a sec. Vikla doing the most.
Mastery.
Oh, Ruler, unfortunately, walking a little bit too far up. Doesn't have cleanse anymore because he has to flash to get out of the way. There's a grand entrance, though, as in the meantime, there's Canyon finding the angle into the mid lane and takes down.
Yeah, I think he can play with so much confidence in this 2v2 because he has that barrier back up.
So that Raptor can get down here.
Yeah, they wanted the cleanse so they can go for this play with I'll have that, but now he's going to ult the wave.
Yeah, Curtain Call comes in. Diablo looking to try and block this as he does bring those minions in. Can Raptor make this one work as Chovy's trying to get on down? There's the flash forward. Sprint display Kellen around the turret. And down they will go. Kellen tanks it up perfectly. And that is a clean dive for B&K.
That was huge. You know, Chovy was moving down with the Realm Warp. Even Ghosted to try and get there quicker. But they
see whether we can make it to 6 once again. As tomorrow, it's looking like, you know, the telecom wall could go all the way. There are some opportunities here as now Keen with some needlework underneath the turret. There's another one, though. Raptor is addicted to hitting turrets with his ultimate. Okay. And it's working.
Chovy moving up. Has the Realm Warp.
I believe Raptor may be dead, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he is going to be taken down. That's 544 gold going over to Chovy.
I did not see the outplay.
It's going to be pretty strong. As Druid can't take too many more of these Qs. As Canyon looking to get that knock up onto Kellen. He does have the Solar Flare, connects it, and actually lasts a long time with the help of the Eclipse, but Wind becomes lightning, enough to take him down. And True Shot Barrage sails by elegantly, but it's not going to do too much across the other side of the map. So nice little pick off here from GENG. They should now be able to turn this into a dragon of their own. Just completes it now.
Oh, no.
Oh dear, Xenoblade barely misses onto Keen though.
Question is, can you make this happen before GENG come over?
Well, Canyon already here. There is the Solar Flare, and he gets in there. The Supreme Display of Talent comes down, but Canyon is in position. Flash out there from Raptor, gets out of the way of the turret, is now clear, needs to try and save Raptor and Kellen. Kellen already down as the rest of GENG make their way forward. Duro with the quickness is there, but now Vikla turns up and brings the orb to protect his Ambassador. The 2-for-2 trade in.
Which increases the odds.
Well, no. It increases the need for you to pay attention, okay? As, all right, Raptor going in. King could be in trouble once again. He's going to flash to get himself out of the way as now Kellen finds himself in trouble as Canyon looks to turn it, and it's Ruler that takes the kill with his deadly flourish. Supreme Display of Talent not quite doing enough, but is going to be able to peel, and Raptor slinks away with barely any health. Let's see whether Raptor can snipe something. It looks like he's not going to be able to. Doesn't have Curtain Call and is out of range of the Solar Flare. Not going to be a good enough engage if you can just press W and be okay if you're the Gwen. So it could be a rough time as Duro. Celestial Opposition is going to pop momentarily. It looks like Rift Herald just going to be secured here by GENG. No real options for B&K. It's Ruler taking a little bit of damage, but should be all right underneath this turret, even if it is relatively low. Canyon makes his way in. The orb goes down from Vikla. GENG will be stymied for the moment. Again, do retain some control. So Shelly not exactly doing what she's supposed to completely. GENG will now have to try and figure out what they want to do to stop this dragon from going down, or just give it up and look for something else.
Yeah, Chovy moves up towards the top side. Actually, Realm Warp's there, so it seems they're not. Oh!
All right, Diablo trying to get it out of the way, and the quickness is going to come on through, but the tower is just dead. So that is the prize here for B&K. That's the first of the game as well. Scary. B&K thinking about trying to go for a kill there. Not going to find it just yet, is now clear. Fighting against Keen and still feeling pretty good in this matchup. Hex Drinker now just to help out. No matter who he's going to salvo, as it were. Canyon now moving towards his bottom side as Kellen and Clear will be able to take out this turret. The flash forward there from Kellen. Solar Flare is going to connect as into the mist they go, but Canyon shows up at exactly the right time. Keen now trying to turn this as he has the needlework to get that health bar back up again. And the Realm Warp from Chovy to deliver him in. And now Raptor is going to show up. Kellen is likely to go down, but there is the public execution. True Shot Barrage is avoided by Chovy and Canyon beautifully. And now Duro with the quickness just says sit down, and Chovy will take him out.
Huge turnaround there from GENG, and B&K FEARX, you know, they committed to the play initially, but you could see they thought this is not a good idea, and they started to regret it, and as more and more members joined in.
Oh dear, Mega Cone going to be able to get Vikla, and never mind, it doesn't get him out of there. The bullets rain true, and Ruler just hits everything there with that Curtain Call.
And that's 4 members from B&K FEARX dying.
That might have just been game.
Yeah.
Just that play. Because now GENG can move that to this tower in the bottom lane. Top out a turret as well. Baron's on the map. And now...
like, commit to the play or
oh dear.
Don't flash in like that.
There's a Realm Warp. Vikla is likely to die, and he will be taken out. What more can they get? That is going to be the question, though, as he survives a little longer than I would have expected. Yeah. Here on the top side of the map, Clear is still doing some good work. But he's not going to be helping with this dragon fight that's happening in 20 seconds time.
I think that one, you just give it up.
Double slowed down. Deadly Flourish doesn't connect. As now Kellen going to be the target one more time. Canyon is just a raid boss in this game. It's kind of impossible to do anything to him as Ruler with just a cheeky shot just nabs his 3rd kill of the game. And Chovy has the item, by the way, as Diablo. Oh, still tagged by the quickness there. As, okay, Clear looking to make his way over and picks up Ruler. They might be able to turn it into a kill onto him, but Raptor is already dead. Diablo, can you get the damage down as he sidesteps and Dura gets killed by Baron? Oh no! Still, Chovy shows up, and this guy has an entire bank worth of funds that he just throws at the Ezreal, and he dies. 6-0-3 now for Chovy.
Oh, yeah, so bulky.
Dura also just survives. Supreme Display talent is not enough to take down the Rakan. As Chovy just kills a dragon. That is going to be second for GENG.
See the value of the pick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it needs to work.
Well, this turret doesn't work anymore because it's just taken out. Wind becomes lightning there from Canyon. Goes down 50% as GENG get all 5 members here. As Raptor slinks into stealth as Kane is just now looking for the bottom side. Clear with teleport at the ready.
I do want to note that Chovy's 3 levels up on Vikla, and Canyon is 2 levels up on Raptor.
Canyon gonna get delivered alongside Chovy as Sprint Display talent comes down, and Canyon is just dead. Mega Cone to split up absolutely everyone, and Clear dives into the fight. Chovy able to take down the Leona, but the public execution to pick him up Diablo from over the wall, but Clear is just dead, and Chovy goes golden. Keen able to tank it out, but it is gonna be the kill there for Vikla, and they will be able to take him out there as now Diablo looking a little worse for wear. Deadly Flourish, good sidestep. And it is 3 for 2 in favor.
Isn't resolving their issues.
No.
I'm like, there isn't even that much of a gold lead. That's where I'm seeing the issue.
Well, Raptor is dead.
It's like the goal difference isn't that crazy. We've seen bigger gold leads, but it just, the tempo vibes are so off.
Yeah, they really are.
They're so off right now.
Man. Well, Baron is not going to be available for much longer. Down to 7,000 right now as B&K looking to make their way in. There is no smite available as now can Clear find the ulti. Kellen's so dead. With the Baron, they're just going to move back to it. And that one is just going to belong to GENG here. B&K not wanting to throw the game at this moment.
Yeah, I raised a point in draft. One of the issues with Rise is that you really want your core 3 items.
Should have bought 2.
Yeah. So, you know, something to learn from, something to pick up for in the future.
Yeah.
You know what else is crazy is the fact that, I mean, I know he gets the extra level from the Rod of Ages, but Chovy's out-leveled both the top laners have the XP quests.
That is kind of absurd. All right, Supreme Display talent is... I didn't see it, unfortunately. Diablo's health bar is also missing.
I feel
so
like
he's going to have to go back to the fountain.
It's a little insulting to call it its full name when it just misses.
I know, but it is called its full name, and that's Riot's fault, okay? It's not mine. It's the same as when Akali messes up. And that doesn't quite work either, as GENG going to break over the base in the mid lane guaranteed, but can they also get the bottom side of the map as well, as Keen pushing that one forward. Duro makes his way over. First inhibitor will be falling down. This game is very quickly spiraling out of control, if it's not already just gone. Dissonance doing a little bit of work there as Deadly Flourish to hold on to Kellen. He's died 7 times this game, though. It hasn't been a good time.
7 times so far.
So far. Thankfully, his scoreline is in that order, as GENG, they might just grab themselves a dragon because it's there, and then spend their buckets of cash.
Yeah, a lot of towers picked up, and they did make inhibitor towers worth more money on the new season, so they are very wealthy.
I am clutching at straws. It's the perfect week.
Is there a lethality item called Destroy Enemy Nexus? You should find that one.
He should definitely find that one. That would be a really good one.
He should have brought that one instead.
We can guarantee that he has not bought that.
Is there a
Caulfield's Warhammer instead?
Is there
I don't think that means anything about it.
That's a good one too.
All right. GENG now looking for the last inhibitor that's left up on this map. As Ruler just taking pot shots where he can find them. Keen and Chovy pushing the rest of these waves in. B&K getting stretched a little bit too thin to make this one work. Super minions are getting cleared out relatively well with the help of this Orianna. And without Baron, a little bit harder for GENG to get this siege to work, but they are still closing in. B&K going to be forced to engage. And Canyon so hard to deal with. Kellen will be able to find him with that solar flare, and the ulti is not doing the most damage, or sorry, getting the most value here for Canyon. As Shockwave going to connect onto Chovy, can they actually kill him? No. As easy, just going to kill Diablo instead. He gets thrown back by the Supreme Display of Talent. Needlework almost kills Diablo. He needs to get to the fountain as Vikla is just taken out, and the public execution is not going to land there from Clear. Still, he gets himself into relative safety underneath these Nexus turrets. as Chovy looking a little worse for wear. These health bars looking better on the side of BNK than they would have otherwise been, as now Clear getting cut down where he stands. Diablo trying to get the damage in, but it is not enough, and Canyon will be able to shut him down. Just not enough damage for BNK, and GENG are looking to remain undefeated here in the LCK Cup. Even if game one was silly, this one was a little one-sided, and GENG demonstrating that they are still on Korean soil, and they're looking pretty good.
And you know, I was thinking about the fact of a perfect week, and I feel like perfect weeks are just so improbable because of the existence of GENG.
Yeah. Do you know why it was so possible this week, though? It's the year of Vikla, and DK versus GENG are always bangers, okay?
I thought you were going to say because GENG hadn't played yet.